Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading for January of 2019. Happy New Year so far. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. This reading is for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and however it places in your charts. Welcome, Happy New Year. Hope you've been having a good New Year so far. My apologies for this coming in late, as there were personal and family crisis in December, which went through the entire month of December and is still lingering, but we are back anyway. Still standing strong, and that's my wish for you too. So, as usual, I'm going to be using Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. I want to thank you all for your love and your support. And I send it right back to you. I am shuffling your cards now. I evoke the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And welcome the directions of north, east, south, and west, that we may get a clear, pure view and direction for this reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, a lot of energy coming through for you guys, Aquarius. I'm going to cut the deck now. This reading will cover the areas of love, security, and freedom. Shut off any distracting background noises. And let me show you the cards, the underlying cards. The area of love. 4 of discs. Materialism. And that's not necessarily a negative thing. I'm not even really feeling that for you guys. I'm feeling more of a sense of security, which is really what the 4 of Pentacles stands for. Security, conservatism, being conservative, conservatism. That's what that stands for. It's a very strong energy coming off of that underlying energy. So you guys have been saving your pennies, your dollars and cents, feeling, really protecting your sense of security in the world. But this is under the area of relationships and love. So it's like you're really protecting your assets in the relationship sense. Underlying energy of security is the 8 of Wands, action. This is messages flying. Texts, emails, online communication, fast movement in the area of security. So it's like you're stabilizing yourself in relationships, and it's closely tied to what you're doing in terms of your material world. Underlying energy, of freedom and your life calling is the 2 of Cups, the soulmate card, harmony. So you guys are, I feel it's like you're integrating everything all together. And I feel that some of you are stabilizing your relationships first before you take action in terms of work and your stewardship, or like you're protecting your assets. But you're building off of a sense of relationship security, emotional security, and it's integrating in your life calling, in your choices, and in the decisions you're making about your life path right now. And I do feel that people are starting a new path, a new direction, like starting a new business is what I'm feeling. I feel there may be a little bit of heavy, maybe pressure on the relationship to create this material security. And so you want to be careful of that, is the feeling that I'm getting. So in the recent past in relationships, you have the King of Discs, the embodiment of the element of earth. So you're talking about the masculine, divine masculine energy coming through a person, male figure in your life, or you could be the male figure, but this could also be under the sign of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, earth sign. But the main energy is embodying that which you want to see materialized in the physical world. But this is a very stable, solid person around you, influencing you, someone you're relying upon heavily, and I'm kind of feeling like you have been. This is the recent past, so, and that will be coming in. So it's almost like you may have gotten kind of a warning shot across the bow, is the phrase that I'm getting. Like your significant other might have been saying, okay, you know, ease off on the pressure of all this talk of financial security in the relationship. We want, this person is saying, we want to move things, not overly stabilize them. We want to do something with our relationship, with our assets, with our direction. It's like they want freedom of mobility, and it feels like there's some kind of energy, like maybe weighing them down or pulling them down in order to create stability. But they're saying, okay, there's enough stability, let's move it. Let's move it and get the ball rolling, is what I'm seeing here. And in the area of security in the recent past is the female energy of the Queen of Swords, imagination. So this is the lady with all the ideas. She's like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do one thing or the other. So her mind is moving a lot. Maybe more ideas than you can act upon is what I'm feeling in the recent past. And in the area of freedom, we have the High Priestess and the number 2. And so we also have the Two of Cups underlying that energy of freedom. So there's a lot of feminine energy, as if the female counterpart of this coupling or this partnership, be it personal or business related, is that the female energy is kind of steering the boat and running the show and moving the ship along with the ideas, with the intuition. But I'm feeling that the masculine energy wants a more emotionally satisfying partnership, wants to add the more spirituality to it, and the feminine is doing the masculine thing. The masculine wants to do the feminine thing, so that's good. You're poised to have balance and integration if you can work out the kinks in the communication aspect, okay? Because it seems to be that the female and the feminine energy, regardless of gender, but I go with the classical depiction on the cards. If I see a female on the cards, that's what it is in my reading. That's the intention that I set. But in case that doesn't resonate for you, you need to use your own intuition to apply the genders, okay? Because you could be same sex, you could be opposite sex. One could be holding the more masculine energy. The female could be holding the more masculine energy, and the male could be holding the more feminine energy. You have to apply it as to how it resonates for you in your life circumstances, because this is a general read. So if you want more specific things pertaining to your exact circumstances, you need to get a personal reading, okay? So for the general, you need to apply them where they fit. But the underlying overall message for all of us watching this video is that the masculine energy person is wanting to put more feminine energy into the life and the coupling and the life that is shared, the shared life, the shared assets, the shared ideas. This I'm feeling very strongly is this masculine energy is still kind of going on about let's share the ideas. Let's not have you, the female energy, being the idea person. I have some ideas of my own, and this one needs to kind of settle down more into the energy and tap more into her emotions, okay? However the genders fit and however the energies fit for you. but this is the message, clear message I'm getting, very strong. The masculine wants to focus more on the relationship. And for which a lot of people would be typically grateful for, but the feminine energy in this reading is like, no, 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 I got to act on my ideas and blah, blah, blah. Well, he's going to be standing his ground, and hopefully she, however that pertains to you, is going to be standing her ground too. There has to be kind of a happy medium, because we have here the Seven of Wands rivalry. So each person, each individual is standing their ground, using a lot of masculine energy. If you can see, this depiction is an actual etching in the earth, right? Of the masculine energy holding a staff. And you can see like the phallic symbol of the sex organs there, which is this is a real photograph. And then you have the 6 wands here, but the 7th wand in his hand, and he's got the gender energy of the divine masculine very strong and upright and holding their ground. So this is where it's a battle of wills, but I don't sense that it's a true battle. It seems more like each person is finding their own individual voice and wanting to stand strong in it. But now comes the time of compromise. Compromise in order to find harmony, which is the more important thing than the overall goal. That's what I'm getting. The spiritual insight of this needs to be paid attention to. The spiritual insight is that we together are more important than the goals we are setting forth in front of us to reach. We are more important. And the masculine energy is what's feeling that on the emotional level. We are more important than all the ideas and the goals. This is all important. It's our life, yes, but we're more important. We're the ones that build our life. And we've got the feminine energy hitting hard for standing their ground and saying, but this is a dream. We have to materialize this dream. It's very important to me personally, and we got to stand our ground on this. And the thing is, she might be forsaking the support that the masculine is giving her because she's so strong on her ideas and just won't let them go. And he's saying, we need to compromise it with some emotional satisfaction, you know? And I'm hearing like Marvin Gaye song, you know, like sexual healing. It's like they need to harmonize their bodies, harmonize their wills is what I'm getting from Spirit. Harmonize your will. Compromise does not mean that you have to give up on what you truly want, but you have to prioritize what's truly important to you. The people or the ideas and the goals. You have to harmonize them, and the sexual healing thing that I'm getting is kind of the neutralizer. It will not make you, I think the feminine is worried about becoming weakened by the masculine's influence of sexuality and emotions. That her dreams will get diluted and watered down and then forgotten about and swept away. And so she's kind of overly holding on, and she has to have trust. She has to have trust in herself, in the sense that her dreams will come to fruition no matter the influence. If she is connected to the divine, her will and her dreams will come to fruition, and the external energies of support will support her in her dream, but she has to harmonize herself to the elements that resonate in her spirit and her soul. Otherwise, it needs to get dropped. And that's what I'm getting. That was all channeled. So the central card figure in all of this is the web, 11. This is justice. This is the justice card, or karma. So I think that pretty much aligns with what I was just saying. What feels true is what aligns with the divine, okay? And both the feminine and masculine energies are aligning with the divine, but they have to harmonize one another and come to terms with how different it feels, the masculine and feminine energy. Come to terms with how that feels different, and yet they both opposing sides point towards the same goal. And that she will not get lost. Her dreams will not get lost. Her dreams will not get lost in this at all. because this is the Justice card. The universe has your back, but you have to relent a little bit in how you're carrying out your will. You know, the universe carries your strength and your empowerment. See the yellow, like the solar plexus chakra, the personal empowerment here in the solar plexus, the energy. It's like the feminine has to let the universe hold her feminine self-empowerment energy, and to trust in the universe, where there may be trust issues between the feminine and the masculine, where she might feel distrustful of that masculine energy taking over and overshadowing her, but it will not. That card there, the web, is the universe telling you that the universe has your back, but you have to be willing to harmonize with your counterpart. You have to. And that will be a good foundation. So here, that will set you off in the right direction. We have the Three of Wands, the energy of fire, and foundation. This is setting a good foundation. The both of you identifying your energies, the masculine and female, feminine, identifying their own individual self-empowerment, and then harmonizing that by giving that desire and will over to the universe and saying, we're going to align ourselves with the universe first, and the universe will show us how to harmonize with one another. Then our goal will happen like that, instead of putting all this personal power behind it. Give our personal power to the universe. Let the universe guide us in how to harmonize our energies with one another through sexual healing, but also through a compromise of who gets to make choices, that they're evenly distributed, of making choices and free will, that both parties are exercising their free will in the situation, depending on the universe to harmonize that. And that's what's going to build the true foundation of this dream and our lives together. It will reinforce our connection to one another personally, and smooth and out and streamline the path ahead of us for the dream and the goal that we're striving towards. Because remember, who are we doing this for? Us. Whether you be coupled or individual with a family partner or business partner, or this is your whole family as in two partners with children, etc., or partners with a business, that type of thing. However it works for you. This action card keeps standing out to me. It's like harmonious communication. It's harmonious communication, research, online research, both participating in that, both putting in their ideas into the kitty, both putting their ideas into the pot, you know what I mean? Everybody putting their ideas in and allowing the universe to harmonize it, and depending upon your individual connection to the universe, to God, to the divine, the goddess, to set you straight. And those, when you depend on your own connection to the universe instead of forcing your will and saying, I'm in the right, when you connect with the universe, and that tempers your maybe too strong self-empowerment, when the universe tempers that and you feel connected to the universe and that's your priority, the universe and the other person is doing that as well. There's solidarity, and the family members do that as well. There's solidarity. So you should be leading spiritually first, and then the ideas will come to everyone, and then the universe will help you harmonize all of those ideas. So in the future, for the relationship and love, romantic and otherwise, is the Seven of Cups and delusion. This is where things will go if left unchecked, if not harmonized with the universe. I don't think, to me, it doesn't feel like that's definitely going to happen, but it's more like you're getting a warning sign ahead of time that this is your potential future if you carry on the way you have been. Okay? Let me see the underlying card for the materialism. Yes, we have the King of Swords. Underlying will be a better sense of direction for the masculine energy if you allow the masculine energy to have an equal share in the process, okay? And underlying that, the feminine will have more stability and emotional fulfillment. Both will. There will be individual fulfillment. This is the Nine of Cups. That's individual fulfillment and the wish card. It's when your wishes come true. And for the soulmate card, the underlying energy is the moon. So it's like you have to tap in, and that goes with the High Priestess card, if you see. Okay, this is the underlying energy here, these cards, in your freedom, in your life path. So it's like the feminine energy is kind of running the show anyway, but the masculine energy wants to be included as an equal part. The feminine energy is distrustful of the individual masculine energy, but the universe is saying, hold the phone. Everybody needs to check in with us first. Get yourselves individually harmonized with the universe, with God, the divine. Everybody get on the same page spiritually first, then we will direct your path. We will help you harmonize if you trust us and stop having this toe-to-toe thing on the earth plane. Trust us first and we'll help you harmonize things. Otherwise, this can all go up in smoke and everybody can say my dreams just never came to fruition. It was a fantasy, and it will stay on the fantasy level. In the area of security, we have the Ten of Swords, disillusion. This also is the same thing. If the energies are not harmonized, the wishes and dreams will become a delusion. It will remain in the fantasy talking stages. All talk and no results, in other words. And the same with the measures with the area of security, food, clothing, shelter, and something meaningful to do. It will end up becoming disillusioned if the energy is not harmonized. So the universe is sending you some red flags in each of those areas. You may need to split off and do your own individual things instead of trying to collaborate. If you set off and do your own individual things for now, you can save the harmony in the relationship. You can always come back and revisit about a group effort or a family business or a partnership in that respect. That's what I'm feeling. So in order to avoid things going south, you need to harmonize together and put spirit first, or you need to go individually and I'm not feeling go your own separate ways, but each do your own individual thing and then come back and revisit the group effort later on. And in terms, because again, it's like all the end results are all red flags. Five of Swords, defeat. In the freedom and making choices, you will end up winning or losing. So things either need to harmonize or they need to neutralize. So either get the collective shit together by aligning with spirit as individuals and letting spirit guide the collective group effort, then things will go well. I feel that. If you can't do that, then you have to at least individually harmonize with spirit, do your own things, make your own plans, make your own career goals, individual, and you'll both be great independently, and you'll save the relationship and the group effort that way. You just save it for later and come back and regroup and revisit things then. After things have become stabilized, you have to neutralize in order to stabilize, okay? And that's what it's saying. So Aquarius, it's sending you, the universe is sending you some red flags about the future outcome if they continue on in the present line. But they are giving you remedial steps to take in the here and now. And that is to unify with the universe. The universe will guide the collaborative effort. Or you need to say, let's agree to disagree. Let's individually do our own thing. Let's mind our own business, but we'll keep the relationship intact. And we'll come back and revisit this another time when we're on the same, when we're better aligned with each other. And if we don't, we don't. You know, you can't force the accommodation of others. They each have, everybody has their own free will. You know, you don't want to have a dictatorship or anything like that. You know what I mean? And the universe isn't doing that either. The universe takes all the parts involved and harmonizes everything. So I think what's underlying is a lot of trust issues. That's what it is. The most important thing to remedy that is to trust yourself and trust the universe and do your own thing. And the universe will either harmonize you with someone else who's like-minded and aligned with you, or they will just continue individually harmonizing you, and you can come back and revisit a collaborative effort idea in the future. And the universe will help. Or the universe will say, you guys don't belong together in a partnership, either as a relationship or in a business. So just, it might just maintain your individuality. You might part ways or not, but, the calling right now is to harmonize. And the card we have for Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards. These are done by Flavia Kate Peters and Barbara Michael John Free. They're illustrated by Richard Crooks. They look like this on the back. The card you have, Aquarius, is Earth. And grounding, the energy of grounding. And that's very important because you have that in the relationship department. And you have a masculine energy fortifying, grounding you in your relationship. And the feminine energy is doing a lot of masculine thinking all up in the head, up here. Where that delusion, where that disillusion, and where that defeat is happening is all up in her head. She needs to bring it down. She needs to connect herself to her own or her partner's masculine energy, right? In order to come down into the feelings and the emotions and the love again. And the Marvin Gaye, get back into your bodies again. The universe is telling you, get back into your body. Get out of your head. Get back into your body. Okay? You're not going to lose anything. Get back into your body. You each can stand your ground and respect one another's positions instead of combating one another's positions. Strong warning from Spirit to harmonize. You got a good thing going in the relationship department, and your partner knows it. They know. And underneath, this is what's going on. The scrying mirror. You can't see into the future unless you see all parts of within yourself. The scrying mirror looks into the shadow. This is the underlying energy, and that's why what's happening is happening. It's to reveal both your shadow aspects and how you both might play dirty in trying to force your will upon the other just because you both think. The thing is, your partner feels that your idea is a great one, and you know it is because you feel that this is divine. But what you're both missing, and what your partner is missing less than you are, you're missing it more. And that's why this is happening, is to show you. You're missing the fact that you need to be in your body first and be in that physical connection. And that grounds you. And that brings all the spiritual energy, gets grounded. And that's really, really important, to get out of your head and get grounded. And this is happening to show you your own shadow aspect. But that's not a bad thing or scary thing. And it's not to imply or impugn anyone to say, oh, you're bad, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got the shadow side, and we all look deeply into it. When we're not afraid to see our less than pretty sides come up, and we kind of neutralize that for the sake of something greater, our love for each other, our connection to Spirit, and we just let things calm down, we get that energy grounded into us, and then we can feel more connected to Spirit and each other, get out of our heads. And let me just tell you, you'll sense your intuition even more, and so will your partner, because you're joined together. You'll both feel it if you're joined together. Understand that? If you're joined together, you'll both feel it. It will harmonize. And then Spirit can put you on the same page. So it's about getting out of your head, getting into your body, both of the partners getting into their bodies, putting your love and your intentions into action first and foremost for that deep connection with Spirit and each other, and then Spirit will guide you. If not, it doesn't look good. It looks disharmonious. So keep focused on harmonizing. That is your reading, Aquarius. If you would like a personal reading, or if you would like to make a donation to this channel, the links for those things are in the drop-down box below. I pray that you will have a wonderful year, and stay tuned and watch my video library. Check it out. Check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and all the other aspects of your chart in the appropriate reading for their signs, okay? So until we meet again, from my soul to yours, much, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.